What's up, guys? LayedBackGaming here, bringing you the top 10 of June, number 1 through 5. Starting off at number 5, we have Enclosed by Mythic Mayhem, and obviously you can tell this is a roller coaster map, and it's a really sweet map. It's all obviously enclosed inside the Coliseum type thing, or at least that's what I like to call it, the Coliseum on Forge World. And there wasn't. I actually had to use somebody else's point of view during the track because I had a really bad lap and I just kept falling off. But it is an enjoyable track. So there are times where you might not really you're not really for sure where you're going. There were a couple times where I wasn't for sure, which of course it was my first time racing it really. And if you've raced it before, then I'm sure you're fine. But if you've never raced it, then I would suggest kind of going slow on some of the turns, just to make sure you know where you're going and you're not going to just speed off the edge without knowing there's a turn coming up. But the map itself, it's pretty impressive. Like, I was pretty impressed just by how he got all fit, how he fit all this stuff inside, so close together, and he made it to where it wasn't really difficult. I mean, it was a fairly difficult track, but he somehow made it to where it was all enclosed, and still did a really good job with making it not to where it was too closed in together to where you could not hardly maneuver around the tracks. So I thought he did an excellent job with the map. There are every once in a while there's some problems with just racing inside, obviously where it's so enclosed, and it's hard to see some of the turns if you've never raced it. Like I said before, if you've never raced it before, it's a little bit difficult to race, but once you get used to it, I think it's a lot easier. It's just the fact of having to go through a couple times to make sure that you know the track well and everything. But other than that, guys, I thought it was a great map, and I thought he did a good job. So yeah, I wanted to just go ahead and clarify that his name is Mythic Mayhem, because he apparently got mad at me because I called him Mythic Mayhem. I apologize for that, Mythic Mayhem. But yeah, anyway, great map by him. Be sure to go download it, guys. Moving on to number 4, we have Titanium by JurW13. This is a double wide map, and actually I think the rest of the maps throughout the top 10, number 4 through 1, are all double wides. I'm almost positive. But this is a great map. I like how he used so many glass covers in the map. He used a lot of glass covers, and that's something that I've talked about multiple times. I think a lot of people have been really just switching over and using a lot of glass turns. Like, that's something you usually see now. In every double wide track that you see now, usually there's always some glass covers turns. Used to there were never any glass cover turns at all, and I think it was really when Flowtown Hockey made a really sick spiral on one of his maps called Super 8. I think that's when really everybody started making maps with glass cover turns, and I think that's really what started it, in my opinion. So yeah, he made a really sick glass cover spiral at one point, and then ever since then, there's just everybody's been making every single double wide you see usually has at least one glass cover turn in there, and people are really really good at making turns with them. It's really impressive to see how people can make these turns so smooth, make banked waves out of cover glasses and all that stuff. I've always tried to I've talked about how I've always tried to make stuff with glass covers, like turn and whatnot, and I've never been able to do it. But JRW does a good job, so great job to him. Great map, and yeah, like I said, I really think it's when Flowtown made that sick spiral that everybody just decided to start making glass covers. But awesome job by JRW 13. Moving on to number 3, we have Humanoid by Soar Styles. This is a really cool map because this is a double wide that actually has a lot of transitions, and basically what I mean by transitions is that you'll see right here coming up off of this left turn, you'll see how right here you can see how it goes from one angle to a completely different angle in one spot, and that's what I mean by transition right there. And it's I haven't really seen any double wides, and there's another one right here. There's transitions all over this map, and I really have not seen many double wides have that feature to where there's transitions in a double wide, and I thought he did a really good job with doing it. And it was just really cool to see in a double wide, because like I said, usually you see those in roller coasters all the time, but I haven't really seen those before in a double wide map. So being able to see those in a double wide map and created well in a double wide map, I think is a really cool feature. The only thing, no, this isn't a bad thing about the map, I just hate the way these blocks look right here. I don't know, I've never liked the way the blocks look right here for like those. I don't even know what these types of blocks are, to be honest, but I don't really like the way they look. It's just my opinion. That doesn't affect the map. I was just, throwing out an opinion. But again, another double wide that's gonna have a glass cover turn. I really am. I'm serious by when I'm saying that. I seriously think every map, double wide map now you see usually has a glass cover turn in there somewhere. Usually, I remember at the beginning of Halo Reach, nobody ever used any glass cover turns at all. So it's pretty cool to see how everybody is now using those in their tracks, and making them really smooth and making them work out really well. But yeah, great job by Source Styles. I thought this was awesome. That he made this double wide with all those transitions in the map. I thought that was really cool because I'd never, like I said before, I'd never really seen a map with a double wide with transitions like that. So I thought that was really awesome to be able to see that in a double wide map and not just in your normal roller coaster. But moving on to number 2, we have Fore-Runned by Private Parts and Noble Forger, and this is a great duo because two of the best forgers forging together. Obviously, it's going to be a great map. Honestly, I kind of wish this was number 1. But it wasn't number 1. Honestly, there was 8 votes, guys, which was pretty bad. I did take the voting video off one day early. I should have left it on another day, but still, 8 votes was pretty bad. Hopefully, we can get some more votes to end for the next top 10. But this guy does, 1,600 barrels. I don't know what's going on. He dies. I don't even know. I was so confused. But this is an amazing map, and it's my favorite thing, really, not my favorite thing, but this rock turn right there, it's not even a turn, but that rock portion right there is so smooth. It's just ridiculous. You can go back and watch how smooth that is. It's just insane, and I love how smooth that is. The only problem with the map was this jump right here was not consistent. There were constantly problems with this jump throughout the race. We raced 3 laps, and there was constantly problems with that jump. People were always failing on that jump. I never failed on that jump, but everybody else seemed to be struggling with that one jump, and I think there were people in the party talking about how they were trying to fix that. I guess they just couldn't ever, find a solution to it. But either way, this is the only flaw I could find in the map. Other than that, the map is great and really well made. And at the end, you finish off with a really sick drift turn coming up right here. They got the man cannons, and you have the really sweet big drift turn. But yeah, other than that, guys, other than the jump, there's nothing wrong with this map at all, and I thought it was an amazing map. Private Parts and Noble Forger are both amazing forgers, so obviously you're going to get a good quality map from them too. And then at number 1, we have Road Design by Cookie Monster, and I thought this was awesome that Cookie Monster got to be number 1. I don't think he's been number 1 in the top 10 before, to be honest, to my knowledge. I don't think he has been. So I know he's going to be proud to have gotten number 1. And this was actually this is one of 3 maps that he made. He made a map pack and everything. So this was one of 3 that he did make. You can go check out his channel, Pro Forge Racing, and he's got all 3 of his maps that he made in his little map pack on his channel. You can go check out all of his maps. One of them was actually already in the top 10. Paradise Will Pass. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. So it's just awesome to have him in a number 1 spot. I don't think he's ever been there before, like I said, and this all 3 of his double wides that he made in this newest map pack thing were all really smooth, and I really enjoyed them. I thought they were all great. He used some pretty good aesthetics in this map. There were a lot of cranes, holding stuff, and just different stuff throughout the map, which I thought was really cool. And what it is about these maps is all 3 of his maps are really compatible with Battletracks. So we didn't play on Battletracks obviously, but this would be a really fun map in my opinion for Battletracks, as well as his other maps that the other 2 maps that he has. I think he really just made the maps to kind of fit Battletracks perfectly. So if you have a bunch of friends who want to play Battletracks, guys, be sure to download this map, check it out. Jump online with your friends, play some Battletracks, because I haven't played Battletracks on this map, to be honest, but I think this would be a really fun map to play it on. And again, there's another. I think this is the 3rd map in the top 10. It's got a rock turn somewhere in the map, and not too bumpy either. It wasn't that bumpy. So it was awesome to see so many people incorporating rocks into their maps and everything. So great job to Cookie Monster and great job to everybody else, guys. This is a great top 10, I think so. But the voting obviously was a little bit off. There wasn't too many votes, but hopefully that can fix next month. But anyway, guys, here's a list right here of all the maps. You can go check them out. All the download links are going to be in the description. Also, if you want to watch the top 10 June number 6 through 10, click this annotation. It'll bring you straight to the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and be sure to subscribe.